And sorry it took so long for our show. You are live, third down with Morgan Holder. I am Morgan.
And Holder, we are back.
It's been a while, a little bit, a couple
It's
months.
been a while. It's
Been
been
a while. You know, Holder, the thing I miss the most is my shout outs. And I
oh
am,
god.
you know, my shout out, I do still like Undisputed, but you know that Sharon Sharp is leaving and he's about to team up with Stephen A.
Okay, I
I'm just saying.
won't believe it till I see
But yeah, I like to give my shout outs to Undisputed. First take with Stephen A. Smith and Good Morning Football.
it. Oh goodness. Let me help you out with that because everybody knows the pivot with Super Bowl safety. Ryan Clark
I don't like Ryan Clark.
is the number one show. Then there's Pat McAfee. I give him some props and get up. Now I want to send a special shout out to a new subscriber in Spokane, Washington. She is an old work buddy of mine, and she's not old, but she's a work buddy of mine, and her name is Kayla, and she subscribed today, and I want to thank her for subscribing and listening in. What you know, Kayla? Lady K or Lady Red, whatever you want to call her.
That is awesome. All the way from Washington.
We need more subscribers.
Oh, absolutely. You know, if you didn't go highness on me and forget about me, we'll be good.
Don't start. It's just too early in the show.
Oh man. So
What do you got for me this week? What I mean, we
I,
know
I'm.
it's preseason.
It is the preseason, the last game of preseason. Actually, Gary start if it, hasn't started already. We're almost a week away from the season. I'm excited. September 7th, which is a Thursday. I'm pretty stoked. Can't wait.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's not the game I want to watch, but I'm gonna watch it.
Football is football. Now, midway into the season, if your teams that you don't really care about, you're not going to watch.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna say after
some intel for the show.
I'm gonna say after week 8, I probably won't watch any more but some highlights.
I watch football now. I can proudly say that I can watch the Patriots now that TB12 is gone.
I still can't watch them.
Oh, I can watch them. I can watch Tampa Bay now that TB12 is gone.
I can't watch Tampa Bay either. They got Baker Mayfield still over there.
Well, that's true. I forgot about
that. And the Patriots. And the reason why I don't like the Patriots, the reason why I like the Patriots is because they got ugly Elliott. I mean, he just signed with them. He's fat. He's out of shape. He needs to retire.
Oh God! Right. Oh, not scratch the Patriots.
Yeah. See.
I didn't like Belichick either.
Yeah, he's a crybaby and he cheats. I mean, I don't know who likes him, and I mean, I know there's people out there likes him, but I can't get into him.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a lot of interesting teams, not to see their records, but to see how talented they are and how far that talent can take them.
Here's my take, and I know I should wait. I don't think the Jets are Super Bowl bound. Sorry, I just don't see it. Yes, they got Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they got Dalvin Cook. You would say two good contenders, right? Two people that wants to win. I just think Aaron Rodgers is getting old. He should hang him up. He's following in the footsteps of Brett Favre.
Yeah, well, he didn't look too bad the games that he did play, but again, not everybody's playing the starters.
That's true. That is true.
because he is Aaron Rodgers. Of course, he knows how to deal with vanilla defense. Okay, so take that away because he doesn't really have the offensive line.
No, but I'm going to say if they win any games, it might be because of that defense. Not taking nothing away from Aaron Rodgers and Dalvin Cook, but that defense is pretty stout.
Yeah, that defense it'll be in the top 5.
Oh, definitely.
It'll be in the top 5. What do you think about the quarterback rookie struggle? How do you feel about that stuff going on right now?
Man, they're young. They're young. I would say I'll give them week 5 to see how they bear up with the other teams and other calibers of defense. I'm ready to see what Richardson for the Colts. He came, number 1 pick. I'm ready to see what he's gonna. Oh, not number 1, but he's their first number 1 pick. I'm ready to see what he's gonna bring out.
You know what? I'm going to put you on the spot. Not yet, but Richardson, he doesn't have a premier running back right.
That is true. Everything's up in the air with JT over there. I'm pretty positive that the Dolphins is on board of trying to get him, and if they get him, that's going to be nice. But yeah, the Colts don't have a premier running back right now. He asked for a trade, but there's still running backs out there that's in the market. I mean, they're no Taylor, but they're still out there. Kareem Hunt's one of them.
Yeah, but I don't think Kareem. I'm sure he'll play. He's not going to get any money. He's not going to get. Because the running backs are going through right now.
Oh, definitely. And Kareem Hunt isn't that running back to get that 20 mil or more. He's not the type of player. Maybe a 5 or 2 mil. I mean, he got maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years left. I mean, running backs don't last that long, and he's up there in his 30s.
Yeah, I think had Taylor wanted to trade a lot sooner, they might have made a bid for the kid in San Diego. He wanted to trade.
Oh, yeah. And he's good. You saw the running back over there. He's really good. He's no Taylor. He's getting age. With Taylor's in his early mid-20s. Eckler's good, but again, he's good. But again, like you mentioned it earlier, the Colts has no offensive line that can block for that running back like that.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
This is the time.
Go ahead.
Which of all of the quarterbacks that came out of the draft this season will be the most successful?
Oh man, you did put me on blast, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Out of this year's draft, and hear me out when I tell you this. Don't, and it's nothing against other teams or other quarterbacks. It's just the coaching, right? Coaching means a lot. Front office means a lot. I'm gonna have to go with Stroud over in Carolina. They was on fire at the end of the year last year. Yes, they traded DJ Moore, but they did get DJ Chalk, and he's really good. So I want to see what's going to happen.
Stroud?
Yeah, and not to mention they do got Adam Thielen over there in Carolina as well. So, I'm sorry, Bryce Young, not CJ. Not Stroud. Not Stroud. My bad. Bryce Young. My bad. My fault. It was my fault.
Oh my goodness, man! You need to get some football 101.
My fault. It's been a minute. I'm trying to gas one on this show. Like I said, you left me high and dry.
Hey, you know what?
Nah.
There was no content. There was not a lot of activity.
Nah, I'm just giving you.
Why talk about stuff that's unpredictable?
I'm giving you hell, Holder. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Young. I think Young would have a better career than what most would think. Was he a number one pick? Absolutely not. He maybe a second round choice, but not a first round.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there was so many people.
So who's going to win? Is Carolina going to win the division?
Give me to week 5, and I will let you know if they're going that division.
I don't think they will.
I believe if they don't win, they can come close. I think they would come in second if they don't win.
Okay, that's fair.
Because look what they was doing last year. They was doing last year. They was, like I said, it was on fire. They was coming up, and they didn't. They made a stride at the last moment, and if they did that beginning of the year, they would have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put you on a spotlight for a minute, Holder. You asked about quarterbacks, defense, with everybody going different teams, signing different players, and drafting. Who do you think is going to have the best defense this year?
That's the most silliest question.
It's not, because I already know. Back in my mind, I already know what you're going to say, and as soon as you say it, I'm gonna have to show you up. But who's the best defense you think?
Pittsburgh. Come on.
Are you serious right now? Did you just say Pittsburgh?
Year of the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! I knew you was gonna say Pittsburgh. I knew you was gonna say Pittsburgh.
Prediction.
I knew you was gonna say Pittsburgh, and I have to put you on blast. Pittsburgh does have.
Because I said the Jets are in the top 5.
They are in the top 5, but
I didn't say they were.
You really think Pittsburgh has the best defense?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
No. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. No.
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 Do you realize?
I don't care what Pittsburgh had. You think Pittsburgh has all of the defensive players? No.
Do you realize?
No.
The linebacking core.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't linebackers. Yes, you have one fantastic linebacker. The rest are. You have one fantastic linebacker.
Smith, 16 sacks last year.
But the question is, can he stay healthy? He
didn't get hurt last year at all.
That was last year. This year's different.
He was taking up TJ Watt's slack when he was out. Because, we had got that guy from Denver Reed, and he didn't do anything. But we shored up the middle. Now that Bush is gone.
You know what, Holder? I got to stop you for a second, man. I have to stop you for a second. I got to stop you for one. I got to stop you for 1 minute. So we do have a listener, and they message, right? They are agreeing with you about Pittsburgh having the best defense.
Oh, there is like preseason football.
Look, and hear me when I tell you this. I'm not a Cowboys fan for no means, but I think Cowboys would have the best defense this year.
Oh,
what?
Stop it.
I'm just saying, if they lose, it's because of Dak Prescott, but they absolutely have the best defense this year.
No, they'll be in the top 5.
I'm just saying.
In the top 5. I'm not ready to give them number 1. No, I'm not.
I can't believe you said. I knew you was gonna say Pitt.
Dallas fans. I'm sure you know.
You
were pushing for. I know you have family members.
I do have family that's Pittsburgh. That's Dallas fans. But here's the thing, Holder. Pittsburgh is not the team. They're not ready for the spotlight like you think. And here's the reason why. Kenny Pickett is phenomenal, yes, but he's still young. Still got some work to do. Harris is young, still got some work to do. But the offensive line, they have to step it up.
That offensive line is, man, do you realize
every year
team scored?
Every year we talk about Pittsburgh, you always say they're going to win Super Bowl. They have not won it since you say that.
No, I did not predict that when that offensive line was terrible.
We don't know that, Hillary. You might have. I don't know.
Playoffs.
I don't know.
I didn't predict Super Bowl. But you must know. I'm cool with what you're saying because everybody's not saying anything about Pittsburgh. So I'm
and,
flying under the radar.
and they also lost a big key on that coaching staff and Brian Flores, and that's why I'm not ready to give them that spotlight on the best defense yet.
He didn't do anything.
We don't know that.
He's a linebackers.
Exactly. Again, coaching staff, coach linebackers. It's a big loss.
He, you know what? He may have had a loss. Defense was still pretty good. Not the best. I think they were in the top 10.
So
But
I'm gonna throw something else out there at you. I'm gonna ask you another question. Who do you think is going to be the two teams in the Super Bowl? Are you ready for that conversation, or do you want to hold off? I'm gonna predict these.
you already know one team.
You told me Pittsburgh. But who's the other team?
Other team in the Super Bowl.
And I know it's early, but I'm ready for your prediction.
I'm gonna go with San Francisco.
Okay, so not a bad decision. Not a bad decision. I like 49ers if they can stay healthy. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I want to see the Bengals back in the Super Bowl. I want to see the Bengals back in the Super Bowl contention, but I also believe in my heart it's going to be the 49ers. So I think it'll be Cincinnati and 49ers.
You
I am not.
Are you high? I mean, H-I-G-H, not H-I.
um.
There's no way.
So
No, you didn't even say Buffalo. I'm surprised you.
No. I didn't say Buffalo, but here. So the same listener who's listening said, agree with you about Pitt. This is their prediction, and hold on, I want to see what you have to say. The Jets and the Niners. I like that pick. I like the Jets and the Niners pick, but I just don't think Aaron Rodgers has much left in the tank to win another Super Bowl. He has to prove to me.
No, I outside of Pittsburgh, I would say either Kansas City or Buffalo. Jets.
See,
I don't know.
Here's my take on Buffalo.
With the Jets, now the East is a very competitive division now.
For sure. But here's my take on Buffalo, Holder, and I don't want to spring this on you, but Diggs asked for that trade, and I think it's going to hurt Buffalo if they trade Diggs. I think it's going to put a damper on things.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, because we're going to talk about Pittsburgh again, but we sliced through their starting defense in the first quarter, the first few series. We scored 14 points, and they played their starters longer than we did, and we held them scoreless in the first quarter. I think the first half. So, and they had a lot of mental mistakes, But
absolutely.
I don't know.
I mean, the Jets.
A lot of people are too high on Buffalo, but they have yet to prove. Just like with Lamar Jackson and
God,
the talent is there, but they have yet to prove anything.
I'm going to talk about Baltimore real quick here, but real fast. Last time with the Jets, I think the Jets coaching staff is way better than what they ever had. So yeah, it's a good chance that the Jets will win. But Baltimore has a lot to prove. I mean, yeah, they have Lamar Jackson. They got Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham is not the same Odell Beckham who played for the Giants. He went to Cleveland, got washed up, tore his ACL in the Super Bowl against the Bengals, running his mouth, talking about if he didn't get hurt, he would have got 70 yards. Negative. Stop it. Stop right there.
Yeah, he didn't do anything with the Rams either.
No. I can't believe Baltimore gave him a chance and picked him up.
Well, maybe
I feel like
hurt Baltimore when they play Cleveland. I don't know. I don't see the reason either.
And I feel like that's why the Jets didn't pick him up because Aaron Rodgers, that was on his list of getting Odell Beckham, and I think the Jets didn't want him for a reason. I think they seen something that maybe Baltimore didn't see. I don't know.
I don't know. I think he was a panic because Lamar was threatening leaving.
That's yeah.
So I just think he was a panic acquisition, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong. They do got to.
Okay, so Lamar, look, we got OBJ, man. Come on back.
If I was Lamar Jackson, and he's a great one of the great quarterbacks that's going to play, I would have said I want more than Odell Beckham. Give me some people on the line because that defense is not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, work on that line because they got Zay Flowers.
We shall see.
So
yeah, they got Zay Flowers. I wanted Zay Flowers in the draft, but you know what? I was Austin showed his butt, so I'm good.
But I'm glad the Vikings got who they got in the draft. I like Jordan Addison. Yes, he got in trouble, but I'm gonna accept that apology as a Minnesota fan, and I'm glad we got him. I can't wait. He's going to be our receiver number 2. It's going to be so amazing with him and Jefferson. Oh man.
You think so?
Well, I mean, if you get rid of Kirk Cousins, yeah, absolutely. Cousins going to throw the ball like 2 yards and knowing he needs the first down.
I need to make an apology because I said Miles Austin. I mean Calvin Austin.
You know what? I wasn't going to call you out on it. I was going to let you do that. I wasn't going to call you out on it.
No, that doesn't sound right. Miles Austin, no.
And I think because Miles Austin, I mean, he did play, but he didn't play for Pittsburgh.
Well, I don't know about what's going on with Minnesota.
Man, Minnesota.
What is going on with Minnesota? I mean, are they going to win a division?
Look. I told you at the last show we did, I had the feeling that the Lions are going to win that division. And I still think the Lions will win that division, but I think Minnesota will be number 2 in that division. I got some work to do over there. They lost. I mean, granted,
they finished number 2. Yeah, I already gave you my picks for Minnesota this year to win and lose. What did I give them? 9 games?
Yeah, you was like 9 and 9 or 10. I can't remember. I'm gonna.
And you said they should finish either first or second.
Yes.
That put both Minnesota and Detroit in the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. It's so. I believe that both teams will have a wild card spot, but I believe that the Lions has a good chance of not being a wild card. I believe that they can get past the wild card before they play a team in the playoffs.
You're serious?
Yeah, absolutely. They added people. I mean, have you seen that team? I'm a Minnesota fan. I'm scared for the Lions. I don't want to play them.
I've seen that team. We talked heavily about that team last season.
Well, this season if they played like they did last year at the end of the year, and they bring it this year at the beginning of the year, and play like the all year, they're gonna be scary.
It was it Detroit that beat Buffalo, or was it the Jets that beat Buffalo?
It was the Jets that we made that stupid bet on. It was the Jets.
Not winning that bet.
Shut up, Holder. I want my redemption on that. I want to bet again, but
this is going to be a bad year for you. This is going to be a terrible year for you. I might have a little pity. And just mail you a Steelers jersey just to give you something to hold.
If you mail me a Steelers jersey, Holder, I promise you, I'm going to make your life hell for the next 2 years.
Number 7 is just a step away, but
on your every year on your
Let's get back
birthday,
to-
every year on your birthday, I'm gonna
let's
mail
get back
you
to the NFC.
a Minnesota T-shirt.
Let's get back to the NFC. Give me your teams that will make the playoffs.
Man, of course, you already know one of them's gonna be 49ers. 'Cause I told you 49ers gonna make the Super Bowl, right? So 49ers, that's one of them. I'm gonna go with Minnesota because I'm a Minnesota fan. The Lions. Oh man, I need one more. Actually, I need more than one. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. I'm gonna go with Carolina. That's four.
See, I have to put you on the spot.
And then I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna have to say that like the Saints. I'm gonna have to go with the Saints.
So by saying that, you're saying Carolina may not make the play.
It's iffy with Carolina. I want them to make the playoffs, but again, that's a young team. They're missing a few pieces.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'll tell you what. Ask me week 6 or week 8, and I'll give you the playoff prediction after that week.
Here we go.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
so
mid-season.
I'll give you my thoughts. Now, Carolina and Atlanta are in the same division, correct?
Absolutely, with Tampa Bay
So I'm gonna go
and New Orleans is over there.
with Atlanta.
Are you serious?
Detroit, Minnesota.
You just hurt my brain when you said Atlanta.
Oh, you know what? Scratch that. Let's redo this thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with San Fran, the Eagles. I'm still kind of iffy with New York, but New Orleans, Minnesota, Detroit, and Dallas.
I don't think Dallas is going to make it that far if Prescott's at the helm because Prescott does mess up a lot. We've seen it last year. We've seen it in the playoffs. He throws the ball strictly to defense.
Well, yeah, but he plays good enough during the season, and he has dropped some eggs here and there.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You said that defense.
Don't get me wrong. He's better than Kirk Cousins.
Defense. Oh yeah, he's the black Kirk
Cousins. I think he's better. But yeah, that
I mean, at least he can run.
For sure.
But you know what? I don't think that. I mean, okay, NFC Championship, San Francisco, and who? You said you don't think Dallas, but earlier you said you think Dallas reach the Super Bowl.
No, I said Niners going to reach Super Bowl. I said Dallas defense is going to be number 1. Difference there, big guy.
You know what? So NFC Championship.
I'm gonna go 49ers, and I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Minnesota because I'm a Minnesota fan. Even though I don't think they will make it that far, but I'm gonna have to go with Minnesota, and then 49ers.
Okay, and then I'll give you 2 options. So Minnesota 49ers, and your other guess would be?
If it's not those two, I will go with the Lions. Maybe man, I want to say the Giants, but man, it's just hard to agree with them. So I'm gonna have to go with the 49ers and the Lions again. 49ers.
Okay, I will go with Detroit because they are the Detroit and San Fran. And then my second guess would be Oh, that is a tough one.
It is.
Minnesota, if they can get through the division healthy.
I'm not gonna say healthy. If Kirk Cousins can throw the ball more than 2 yards for a first down, then
Yeah, because I don't think the Eagles are Super Bowl ready.
they gave up way too much. They lost way too much. Dallas again it's iffy. It's in the air because of Prescott. The Giants, Daniel Jones is the reason why I can't pick them.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't know what the Giants are really going to be this year.
Exactly.
But if you're picking them to beat Dallas in the division, I don't know.
All right, so
I don't know.
So what about the AFC? I got a couple teams in mind for the AFC, and one is going to be a surprise, but I got a couple for AFC. I want to hear your picks first. I want to hear yours first.
First?
Yeah. Oh, are you going to say Pitt?
Yeah. Pittsburgh and Kansas City.
You really think Kansas City?
And yeah.
Okay.
And my second would be Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Okay. That's surprising with you going with Cincinnati.
I don't think Jacksonville is quite there yet.
You ready for mine? Again, like I told you, one's gonna be surprising, but I'll say that surprise for you in a minute. So I'll believe the Bengals and Kansas City, or Jacksonville and Pitt. That's my surprise right there. Jacksonville and Pitt.
I mean, yeah, they have a good stretch.
And again, if they fire all cylinders like they did last year, I think they can make it to that division championship game.
Well, they started off slow, and then they just gained momentum.
Exactly. I know.
They were really unpredictable. I mean, of course, that upset over the Chargers.
Right.
And that they point spread deficit.
And that, oh my, like that game, it came down to the wire at the end. I mean, I was hoping Jacksonville would have won because I feel like if Jacksonville would have beat the Chargers, I think they would have beat Kansas City easily.
You know what's interesting, Morgan? Neither one of us has said anything remotely positive about the Chargers.
No, last year I was all about the Chargers. Yeah. The Chargers got a lot to prove. Like you said at the beginning of the show, Eckler won it out. Is that still the case? We don't know. I gave up hope on that defense. The defense is supposed to be number one. They got really, really good people over there. And then the receiving core is supposed to be good. I lost faith over there.
Yeah, well, for me, the Chargers, like you said, the defense, they choked last year. They had some injuries, but they weren't major.
No, maybe a game or two, if that.
Yeah, and the problem I have is that they struggle with the Raiders.
Oh my God, David Carr. That's why David Carr got traded, because he wasn't a top tier quarterback like people think.
Yeah, but they struggled with him, and then Justin Herbert didn't seem to connect with his receivers.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over with.
Well.
Like I said, I don't know what's going on over there with San Diego. Well, my bad. Ain't San Diego no more. The Los Angeles Chargers. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe it's time to rebuild. I mean, I thought they was in rebuild mode when they got Justin Herbert, but they still got Keelan Allen. They got Michael Williams. I think they should.
Do you see them finishing the division this year? You see them at the top?
No, I'm gonna say middle of the pack.
So you got at the top. Denver?
I think Denver has a good shot of being at top because Sean Payton's an excellent coach, and he's coming in with a great quarterback in Russell Wilson. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take Denver on top.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think there's anybody that can unseat them in that division. But
No, I mean now hear me when I tell you Jimmy G. If Jimmy G,
Kansas City,
Kansas City,
will finish top.
If Jimmy G can stay healthy, I think he could connect with Devontae Adams really well. Then Josh Jacobs is going to be really excellent. So the Raiders can stay healthy. I think Jimmy G can outshine Russell Wilson. But
say that? Did you really say that?
I did. He's not a bad quarterback. Jimmy G.
Dog food. Hey, Kansas City, and the Chargers. They'll be the two top teams.
You say the Chargers? I'm gonna have to go. Look, and hear me when I tell you this. I'm gonna have to go with Denver and KC, or KC and the Raiders.
The problem I have with Denver is we don't know what they're going to look like.
That's true, but I mean,
Sean Payton has a lot to clean up there.
And I think, and here's the thing, and here's what's going to help them out, because you don't want Russell Wilson distracted. So nobody can come in that Russell Wilson brings in. He wants to bring his own people in. I'm okay with that.
So you think he has that kind of say so to get like Aaron Rodgers when grocery shopping for his place?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, Sean Payton told Russell Wilson, hey, no outside distraction. Like you can't bring in, your entourage. It's not happening this year.
You don't think who you think he would ask for? Metcalf?
No. I'm just saying. Like during practice, he can't bring in anybody that hangs out with him, or he can't bring in his own personal coach or anything like that.
You didn't think he would like to have Lockett?
No, I'm not talking about players. I'm talking about like he can't bring.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
if
he had to say so. If I was Russell Wilson, I would get somebody who he hasn't played with, maybe like a T. Higgins or a Boyd.
There's no chemistry here.
Exactly. You got to build that chemistry, right? So if you build that chemistry, because if you get a Lockett or a Metcalf, right? That's chemistry. But if they can't connect like Carr and Devontae Adams, there's nothing. Then they're going to be like that one and done team. So if you get somebody that you have built chemistry with, it's going to make that team so much better.
I mean, you use Carr and what's his face, but anybody can develop chemistry. Not any quarterback, but when you got a receiver like that, any average or above average quarterback,
and I'm not knocking
numbers with that.
I'm not knocking Jerry Jeudy because he's good. He's really good. I'm just saying they need another. He's not a true number one receiver.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. That's about the only thing I can agree with.
Oh, whatever. So,
I mean,
so what do you see happening in the first week of week 1? Any upsets? Do you think teams going to easily win? What is your take? What is your take?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be upsets. I'd have to look at the schedule.
I'm pulling it up right now. So week 1 we got that's gonna be a good game Thursday. I can't wait. Lions and Chiefs. It's gonna be a good game.
Is that the first game of the season?
Yes.
Is that a cat? Is that oh my?
That is cat. That is the cat.
What are we doing?
Look, long story short, I don't like cats, but my wife does. So.
What are we doing for the cat on my podcast? What are we doing here?
The cat wants to listen.
So you don't know who's going to win.
It's hard to say. I want to say the Lions, but here's the thing: they're playing at Kansas City's field. They're playing at Kansas City's field, so I don't think the Lions are going to win easily if they do win.
Oh, really?
Right. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna tell you the score, and you could agree with me or not. Okay. If Kansas City does win, it's not gonna be a big win. It's gonna be by 3 points, right? So I'm gonna say 23-26.
No, let's not even do that. Let's pick possible upset.
I'm going with the Lions then. Go with the Lions by 7.
So Lions over Kansas City. That would be a huge upset.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what else would be a big upset? The Colts over the Jags.
You know another one, right? Texans over the Ravens.
That's a division game.
Yeah, that would be a big upset. But the big upset, also another one, like I said, would be Texans over Ravens. That's because that's a divisional game. No, it's not a divisional game. No. Okay, another upset. You ready for this one? The Browns over the Bengals. That's a divisional game.
Yeah, that would be a huge upset. Patriots, Eagles.
Yeah. What about the Falcons over the Panthers?
No, I'm not. They're not too really.
No.
They're both about even.
I'm about to tell you this, and Hunter, you're probably going to slap me through the phone. Steelers over the 49ers.
Well, in my, because Pittsburgh, I'm sure, is the underdog.
Oh, definitely.
But that won't be a big upset because I know what my team is bringing this year.
What about Arizona over the Commanders?
Can we talk real football games? Can we talk?
That is a real football game.
Those two teams are lucky to be in the NFL.
No, and I'm not trying to make no one mad. I believe Arizona had high hopes, a few years ago. Now they're mediocre. They're mediocre.
Yeah, they're falling apart.
Fast.
They had an opportunity to be a big contender.
And
they were really good.
Same thing with the Commanders. They had a big opportunity, and yeah, they're falling apart.
So you think Jets Bills is a big game?
Yes, and I also think Chargers Dolphins is going to be a big game.
With who being upset?
Oh, man. The Chargers is Dolphins is the underdogs. I do believe in the Chargers game because they're playing at home. I'm going to say the Dolphins is going to be upset to beat the Chargers.
I gotta disagree with you because they're gonna go by the record from last season.
You think so?
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. Dolphins
both teams are talented, but
you ready for this?
Disappointed last year.
You ready for this? I'm looking at it. 55% of the people is saying Chargers over the Dolphins. That's according to ESPN Analytics.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I don't really care for the Dolphins. I would pick the Chargers to win that game.
Okay. The Chargers. I'm gonna let that one go. Justin Herbert. If he wins that, it's gonna be showing some signs of life. What about this divisional game? And I'm gonna ask you this question: do you think this team will have what it takes? Do you think the Packers has what it takes to beat the Bears?
Oh gosh, I've been hearing weird stories out of Chicago that the Bears are going to be good this year.
They always say that. That's like the Cowboys fans. It's always our year, man.
I think the pecking order in that division is going to be Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, and Chicago.
You think Chicago's going to go last? I can't argue with you there. I can't. It's going to be up. It's going to be Packers and Bears fighting for the last spot. I have to agree with you. What do you think about this game? Do you think the Giants can upset the Cowboys?
Oh, you know what? That game, and I looked at that game a couple of times since the show started, and I can't make a decision on it.
I think the Giants. I think the Giants can upset the Cowboys.
But you just gave that Cowboys defense.
That is true. But here's the thing, and so Prescott can show he has the ability to win major games, and this is a major game because it's a division game, right? I don't see Prescott beating the Giants defense. I think the Giants defense, it's going to come down to defense versus defense. And if it comes down to that, then yes, the Cowboys would win. But it also comes down to who's going to throw the ball away more times, right? I think Prescott's going to throw more interceptions than Daniel Jones.
Here's my thing, Mr. Football, Mr. Stats. I think Dallas could win that game only because Daniel Jones can be rattled if he's pressured. Well, any quarterback.
Any quarterback can.
But I think Daniel Jones, when he feels helpless,
he throws it away.
he can throw that game.
I can't argue with
So
you. Can't argue with
the
that.
speed that Dallas defense has, and I don't think New York's defense matches anywhere near top.
Not top 5, no. But again, this is the first game. Anything's possible, and they're at home. I'm gonna tell you what.
I mean, there's a factor too. Prescott is under a lot of pressure this year.
That's true. I'm gonna put it to you like this, Holder. If Barkley runs over 100 yards, the Giants are gonna win.
If Barkley runs over 100 yards, Dallas defense isn't number one.
No, and I would admit to that.
Because Pittsburgh shut Barkley down to -3 yards when we played them. -3. So again, number one defense. I'm just saying.
Pitt has shown me why they got to be number one, and I'm not taking no way. You think I'm gonna go with the Giants? Like I said, it's gonna come down to who wants it more. Now the Monday night.
Where is that game?
That's in New York.
That's in New York. So you're telling me, okay, let's do this. These two teams, look at the first 3 games of their schedule.
Google with Cowboys first.
Tell me.
Who?
Because I'll tell you what, you look up Dallas and I'll look up the Giants.
I'm looking at Dallas right now, and I don't think Dallas is going to win the second game. They're going to lose that second game, no matter what.
So you're saying they're going to lose back-to-back games?
For sure against the Jets. I can tell you that. They're going to lose for sure against the Jets.
Really?
Yes. Again, Dallas defense is top notch. Don't get me wrong. But I love Sauce Gardner and what he brings to the table. I think he can. I think he can shut down any receiver on the Cowboys team.
So you're saying the first 3 games, Dallas will be 1-2?
Absolutely.
I'm saying
Absolutely.
The Giants will be 1-2 as well, because they have Arizona after Dallas, and then they have San Francisco.
Ooh. And if they don't beat Dallas, they can easily. I mean, and I'm not taking nothing away from Arizona. Don't get me wrong. Arizona could upset the Giants and make the Giants fall 0-3 if the Giants don't beat Cowboys.
I don't see it, but okay. I mean, now you're talking about that division. We haven't even discussed the Eagles, but that puts them at a lot in week 3, or actually week 4, at 1-2.
Here's my take on the Eagles, and again, I'm not trying to rattle no feathers or anything like that. All right, I think the Eagles is going to drop to 1-2. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're going to beat the Patriots. but they're going to lose against the Buccaneers and they're going to lose against the Vikings.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Going to lose against Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. And let me tell you why. Because I always give the Buccaneers a hard time. But no matter what, the Buccaneers defense is pretty good.
Man, you are.
I'm not saying Mayfield's going to beat them. I'm saying that defense is going to beat them. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what your wife is putting in that sauce, but I'm gonna have to talk with her.
You don't think but Eagles lost too much. I know they gained a good running back, but the offensive line, they lost too much on offensive line. They lost too much on defense.
Granted, but they have made some moves. I mean, they got the number 1 D line in the draft. D tackle, right?
Are you talking about Jalen Carter? Because you're talking about Jalen Carter. We don't know what he's capable of. This is NFL. Okay? That was college. College and NFL is two different things. College is...
He didn't have a bad preseason, but then again,
he didn't kill nobody yet either.
Not everybody's playing their starters. But they're saying he can make up for the loss of...
No.
I can't think of his name, but he used to play with Pittsburgh.
No. I'm going to say no. No.
So he's not going to have a big impact on it.
Not this season, no. He's a distraction. He already had a controversy of killing some people, right? In a car accident. He's gonna be a more distraction.
Before the draft.
He's gonna be a big distraction. I'm just saying, look at Deshaun Watson. He was a distraction for
people. Some other off the field issues too.
I'm just saying he's gonna be a big distraction.
We just have to wait and see. Because I don't think he's going to be. I think he'll be good, but like you said, he'll be a distraction.
A huge distraction. I mean, and here's the thing: Jalen Hurts is going to he's going to want him gone if he's not capable of keeping up with that defense, right? If Jalen Hurts says, "Hey, you're not keeping up, I want you gone," guess what? He's going to be traded. I think Jalen Hurts has that authority.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think he will have a suspension issue?
Definitely. It might not come right away, but it's gonna come.
Really?
Yes. He has a big anger issue, and he's selfish. It's about him, always about him, no matter what.
So does he have an Ndamukong Suh type of mentality, or
worse?
Saying he's going to get in trouble off the field.
He's going to be in trouble off the field.
Okay, so he's not a dirty player.
No.
We'll see. I don't really like him either, but he was a distraction during the draft.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of teams passed him up.
And they should have. I'm surprised the Eagles got him. Because the Eagles, they want to win, right? The Eagles want to win. I'm surprised they didn't get somebody who wants to win without being a distraction. And I know everybody could be a distraction, but he's a big distraction.
So you must have the Eagles winning that division.
No. I believe the Commanders can win that division. I'm being honest.
You think the Commanders can beat Dallas?
Absolutely.
In the division, who's their quarterback? What's his name?
They got Sam Howell, but they also have Jacoby Brissett.
Howell. Yeah, but
and the running backs is phenomenal over there still. They got Antonio Gibson still. Phenomenal. They got Brian Robinson Jr. phenomenal. And don't get me started with the receiving core they got.
Well, we'll have to see what he does, or the head coach does out there. What's the Kansas City's OC?
Oh, now he's still the offensive coordinator, but he left KC and went to Washington.
Yeah, the Commanders.
Yeah, Bellamy. Bieniemy, yeah. He just.
So you think he's got that team primed to win the division, right?
Absolutely. And Ron Rivera
might as well say that Sean Payton has his team win the division.
That's a big possibility, but I'm just saying Ron Rivera's on a hot seat right now, and he brought in a phenomenal offensive coordinator. So Ron Rivera knows what he's doing.
Okay, but let's say this.
And you got to think Chase Young is coming back. He's coming back healthy.
Wait, is Bieniemy the coach, or is he the OC?
He's the OC.
Okay, so let's compare coaches then. How do you compare Andy Reid with Sean Payton?
Ooh. I think Andy Reid is way better than Sean Payton, but Sean Payton can also take a team, as we've seen with the Saints. He can take them and make them competitive.
Yeah, I mean,
Andy Reid
is an offensive group, but you got to give Bieniemy a lot of credit.
That's true. That's true. And nothing taken away from Andy Reid, because the things he did in Philadelphia and now in Kansas City.
Yeah.
He's always had that talent to follow him, right? McNabb. Now he got Patrick Mahomes. Again, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but Sean Payton can make a team better without having. Look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees was San Diego before he went to New Orleans. He was okay over there, right? Over there in San Diego. He wasn't like he was in New Orleans. And they came with Sean Payton.
Well, it'll be interesting, my friend. It'll be very interesting.
So hold on.
I mean,
I'm gonna put.
It's 2023.
It is. I'm gonna put you on blast real quick before we end the show. I'm gonna put you on blast. Holder, when do you want to do another show?
Me?
Yes.
On blast?
On blast.
Oh no, our next show will be after week 1.
After week 1, okay. So let me ask you: do you want to do things different? Do you have anything planned? Anything up your sleeve?
If I have anything up my sleeve, you won't know about it till you hit with it. Okay? Because I am always prepared to put you on the spot and get other NFL teams fans upset with you.
Oh goodness! Well, last year I think I made a lot of team fans mad at me, and I don't regret that. But
hey, I was half tempted to send them your address.
I don't think they would come. I don't think they want to come where I live.
Last year you were.
I'm gonna try to mellow down more this year. Maybe. Who knows? No,
I think we need to get our listeners more involved.
Well, definitely. So
the person today, I mean, you didn't even shout out his name for shooting us. Some of his intel and his opinion.
Well, the name shows up is Yoshi.
Okay, well, shout out to Yoshi for getting involved. I appreciate that.
I do have to say something though, Holder. I want to get the fans interacted more, because I have something that I want to do this year. I want to do. Yes. Something like a game show, right? Like almost like that, like a little twist, right? Like a stat, right? They have to comment or message either VI by phone or VI by email, or even on the YouTube channel, message is what we talk about, right? So if we give them a stat, like who was the best quarterback, or who was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, something like that, and they comment on it, I want to do something like that. And at the end of the year,
well,
whoever wins the most,
we can't do those things because people can look that stuff up.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
People can look that stuff up. We have to have something where it's just spur of the moment, bam, you know. And there's things we can do, but I mean, come on, with Google, that's not.
Well, you know, some people don't know.
That's not fair.
Some people don't use Google.
It's not fair. We would have to do something like really crazy.
Okay, I got it. And you might think do you know how we do our weekly picks, right? How about we ask them their team to win for the week?
Okay, and if they win or if they lose, do we burn them if they lose? Do we trash talk them if they lose?
No, we don't trash talk them. But we do want to ask them.
There has to be some kind of give and take. There's a consequence.
So if they lose,
the winners are praised,
and
the losers.
Hear me out when I tell you this, because you might kick a kick out of it. If they lose, they have to put a picture on our page of them wearing either a Minnesota Viking hat, T-shirt, or Pittsburgh T-shirt hat. What?
People?
What?
No.
Okay, fine. A tutu?
If they lose, you have to have them do something embarrassing.
A tutu.
Like, oh yeah, well, we never saw you in yours, so
that's besides the point, Holder. That's besides the point. Besides the point. I'm different.
That is not beside the point. We will brainstorm and come up with something. But I want
the
listeners to be more involved.
I want to be more active with them. Yeah, absolutely. Even with our subscribers, I want to be more active with them. Because it's because of them while we do this, right? So I don't want to leave them out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully you'll cut down on the cursing this year.
I can't promise you that I won't cuss a lot, but I would watch what I say.
I doubt it. Well, don't worry. I'll have my apologies ready.
Before we go, I do have to give a praise to somebody. So my 9-year-old son, by the way, has loved football. He's fell in love with football. First was soccer, but I don't know nothing about soccer. But now we moved on from soccer phase, and he's playing football. And
soccer is actually football.
We ain't talking about that right now, okay? We're talking about American football, buddy. We're talking about shoulder pads, helmet, and the brown ball, not the white and black ball.
Okay. All right.
His team lost yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
first loss for the season, but they lost. So
they lost.
They did 6-0. But hey, everybody can't win none. And now because he's playing, my 16-year-old wants to play football for the high school team, and I'm so happy. I can't wait. I'm gonna have football all year round.
Your 6-year-old wants to play for a high school.
My 16-year-old, my oldest, 16.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you talk a million miles an hour. And I was like, what?
My bad.
I mean, when you say Super Bowl, you say Super Bowl.
Well, you know.
It's like, you're a speedster, dude. I know you get excited.
I do. But I'm just so happy that I can watch football all year round.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. But okay, on that note, since we're pushing, what are we pushing? We're over.
We're over an hour. So we'll come back before week 1. So we round it up, and then me and Holder will pick our picks for the week 1, and then hopefully we got some crazy ideas.
Oh, actually, you know what? We have to do our next show prior to week 1.
Absolutely. Well, see, week 1 starts Thursday, which is the 7th. We can push it until the 6th, maybe September 6th, which is on a Wednesday.
We can do that because the picks are the best part of the show.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait because I'm going to beat you again this year.
Oh, it is. I just got tired all of a sudden.
That's because you're getting old, buddy.
Shut up.
That being said, folks, subscribe to our YouTube page, Third Down with Morgan Holder. It's Third Down, 3RD Down with Morgan Holder. You can also message us on our email account, thirddownwithmorganholder@gmail.com. That's Third Down, 3RD Down with Morgan Holder @gmail.com. Holder, do you have anything to add before we leave the show?
No, I mean, stay tuned, and be ready because there's going to be insults, there's going to be praise, there's going to be.
I can't promise you this, but
smashing.
I can't promise you this, but I'm going to cut down a little bit of the cussing. So,
well, that in itself says you're not because you said you can't promise.
So parents, I do apologize. I might use the A word a couple times.
Worse than that last year.
I'm going to tune it out a little bit. I'm going to use the A word for most of my stuff until it comes down to.
I cursed one time, and that was when I said Mitchell Trubisky.
I don't think fans realize what you said there because you kind of, you put it all together.
No, I said Trubisky, not Trubisky. Anywho, you have the record and cursing.
I also got the record of beating you in picking teams.
Okay, whatever.
That being said, guys, stay safe and don't let 4th down get you.
And I'm going to end my session of this show with, appreciate you guys tuning in, those that did. If you like what you heard, hey, tell a friend, get them involved. We can make a big, happy family and be competitive with each other. On that note, I'm going to say tune in to our next session, which will be Wednesday before week 1 kickoff, and stay penalty free.